behind the fence. Sorry for the technical difficulties again, but we have to get this recorded for all the Texas stuff, so it's not like we can just start with anything we want. If we can't get it rolling, we have to make sure we get it going first, so. They're now falling under our shit, so that's how it works, but, don't really have a whole lot today. It's starting to get warm. And then it's supposed to snow tomorrow, supposedly. So obviously make sure you're dressed for, we're cold tomorrow kind of deal, and then it's supposed to be warm again. I'll reiterate, those of you that have, Carlos and I were talking this morning, if you guys have any kind of issues with AC, stuff like that, we need to fix, let us know, so we can take it in that. I'll try and find that, get that figured out. Gonna start getting into back into the habit of doing, a lot of our checks and stuff, for instance, the observation cards. We're gonna start doing those again. I don't know if we have very many printed out or not. I know we had some down there previously. No, we really haven't been doing a whole lot with it. But make sure that we tag it this morning, that we're gonna get back to the same thing for the morning, this morning. Do at least one. Other stuff we're gonna start doing, they're gonna see expensive in, stuff like that, or we accept to make it. And this would. Same thing. Exactly. Yeah. Like if you talk about, like, Robert leaving his watch on location and stuff, probably.
Was it one every week?
Yeah, one per group. Doesn't have to be anything, real crazy, it doesn't have to be a ton of, a lot of them. Right? One per group. For a week, let's start going around doing safety inspections. Also,
They want to come in
we got a bunch of them done yesterday, but, the rigs that we did not get them done, we're coming around doing, first aid kit inspections on the rigs. Make sure that they're good to go. If you do not have a kit that is, if you have one that's expired, please let us know before we get out there, so that way I can get you one. We'll get some more orders. We ran out of the old ones we had. I think we've got one extra, right? What's it? Yeah. So one he brought in. So we got one left. But if you guys need one, let us know. I wash, same thing. But we'll be going around doing inspections on those, make sure they're good. That's something that we'll be doing quarterly from here on out, at least. But it's something that on the safety network stuff, they require at least a yearly inspection on documented, so. Gonna get that turned in and submitted.
Is that just rigs or rigs and pickups?
That's just rigs. The pickups is more of a. It's a suggestion to have it, yes, my opinion, it's not a requirement deal, so. But if we need them in our pickups, then, like I said, I'm gonna order some more, so it's not a big deal, I'm gonna sign anything, maybe that way.
We don't need one both.
We're supposed to, but it's not.
The only ones required for it is like Japanese. On location, it's selling. It's supposed to be. As long as you have one on location.
With that being said, if you do not have one of those, what's the word I want to use, the, company, Yeah, the call out sheets where like if something happens in an incident, here's your first call, second call, all that stuff. Make sure you let us know too, because we need to post those, especially the rigs that have a cab. You can post them, take them up inside the cab somewhere where it's visible, everybody can see it. If we obviously run into conventional rig, we don't have that, we just need to make sure we have them in the cab that are available for you guys. So if you don't have one of those, let us know. Some other wash. See what else. Oh, if you have old kits, like we talked about last time, if you want to keep them, take them home for your personal use, whatever, because technically speaking, we can't use them here. It's silly because the bandages and all that stuff doesn't really go out of date, but that's the way it works. So if you want to put that in, can't have it in your work truck, because it's expired technically, but you want to put it in your personal or something, that's fine, you can home. If you don't, though, don't throw it away, please. You want to, if you don't want to keep it yourself, bring it back here to the shop. There's plenty of people here that would love to have that stuff taken home. I don't know. And you guys have little kids or anything like that, right? Stuff like that happens. It's good to have 6,000 freaking Band-Aids on hand.
My little girl just likes to play with them too.
There we go, exactly. Tiny paper cut, you gotta change it every 5 minutes because it hurts or whatever, like, just stuff like that, but make sure you don't throw them away, please. I think that's it on that little bit. We met with Pinnacle yesterday, which is. I don't want to
Supplemental
safety.
for insurance.
Yeah. Trying to figure out ways to get discounts and stuff. Obviously, that's part of the reason we, making sure everybody's got the dash cams and stuff in the trucks, all that kind of stuff. Every bit of that's trying to save us money on insurance, which by the way, if you guys don't know about that in an industry like this with vehicles and stuff, that's a huge, huge part of our cost. It's huge. Ridiculous honestly, but that's the second one. There's nothing we can do about it. It's one of those you just have to have, cannot run without it. So try to find every discount we can. Obviously that helps you get the backside too of it, but just throwing it out there. We met with her yesterday. We'll get some stuff worked out. Hopefully we can get some discounts going forward. The main thing with that is depending on how it works out, we might have to do some site visits with her or something like that. So if you see us come out, there's a female walking around with us, that's probably why. So, stuff like that. She might take some pictures, do some stuff like that to present, because she's not the one in charge of it, she has to present it to a board of directors, and they're the ones that vote on whether or not you get the discount and all that good stuff, so.
So they'll come out to location.
She might
About the,
take pictures, make sure you guys are doing,
what's that do with the checks?
It with our safety program, right? So we're saying, oh, we follow these safety SOPs that we implemented. They're just confirming that we're doing what we're saying we're doing. So if they see that, then they're like, oh, okay, cool, here's a discount. It's just like for your car insurance, right? If you enroll like your safety programs, like if you ever install a little GPS thing, so it monitors like our braking, like cornering, turning, stuff like that. It's the same thing.
That shit's stupid though, because you just look out the window and just fucking take a movie.
Pay attention to the road.
yeah.
See,
And sometimes when you move the truck, then I put the location and
yeah.
literally, yeah, right. Well, you want to put the bucket seat both rows and like the maybe.
Well, technically, according to Chevron's safety procedures, anytime the vehicle is in motion, the seatbelt should be on.
There's like,
That's.
we've had it pretty well.
The sheriff.
Technically speaking, yeah.
And Conoco and Oxy and all the big major ones.
We've actually had it pretty good on this side. I've worked for companies, been around companies that there's literally been guys, like there was an example I know that a guy moved a truck in the yard, in their own yard. And he was driving, parking in or whatever, moved from one spot to another. hit a bump, and because of that bump, it activated the camera, because theirs was built for it, at that time, this years ago. Built to where it would go off if you hit the brakes or did anything like that, hit a bump and it went off, and they noticed on the camera he didn't have a seatbelt on in their own yard, and he was fired on the spot. So we've honestly had it really pretty easy here for the most part, so I know it seems bad, but believe me, it'll be a lot worse.
Nine things me for taking it up.
Much corner. And they are sensitive, don't get me wrong, they are a sensitive system, I mean. You know, I know there's been times like you turn your head a little bit, like you're trying to shade the sun out of your eyes or whatever, or there's some systems I've worked with that, oh, you're falling asleep or whatever, and it's like, all you're trying to do is tuck your hat and run down so the sun's not in.
Now, let's go to the gym too. Sorry. But listen,
Launch, that's the same.
Same Chevron system's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they, there for a while on Chevron systems, they had it dialed in to where you could not, you literally could not go over the speed limit. If the speed limit was 65, you had to go 65 or below. You went above it, it dinged you. Same thing for Civitas, SM. So it's, they're, every company's getting to the point where they're running them and they're getting strict on them. But anyway, so just so you guys know, if you see us out there or whatever running around or something like that with a female, it's just taking pictures or just verifying stuff to make sure. So, that being said, obviously keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you're wearing your proper PPE and gas monitors, all that good stuff. You know, I mean, as long as you're doing what you need to be doing and doing it properly, it's not a big deal anyway. It's the way it should be done, but just FYI, so you guys might see there. What else? Something else. Joey, you said you had something you wanted to chat about.
Very question, well, guys, need to continue to check the tool joints every time we change the rubbers. So. And I think if somebody needs something, I think Carlos had his tag for it on his extinguisher. Like,
I mean, the only number and the other one is to get,
Yeah, missing it, put it off, you know.
I'm surprised Troy hasn't. Talked to you about it already. I don't think we got done out of the habit of checking the tool joints every time. And if you have to make a little mark on them, the saw like I do, and you can see if they move or they're coming loose. It's all.
Something bad.
Not bad. Anything you want to talk about?
Nope.
Jose,
Give me a month, Joey. I'm not gonna speak for Pat and Joey on this part, but, something else that I'm gonna start again is that, and it's a little different this time, because obviously, instead of being with just the one department or whatever, I'm gonna start doing those, evaluations, those self-evaluations and stuff again for you guys, so I'll be coming around at some point in time, meeting with each of you. I'll give you a packet that you can kind of grade yourself on what you think, how you feel like you're doing, how you feel like your, you know, your skills are, and you feel like your position is, how happy you are, blah, 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 all that good stuff, and then we can have a one-on-one talk with, you know, obviously about how you're feeling and stuff, and how stuff's going, and et cetera. I mean, part of that's, so we've got a lot of new guys from last time I did that. I don't know, some of you guys, obviously, I did it with on the website, but that's something that it's about time to do again. It's been on some years, so. Just FYI, that's something else that we're running around doing here shortly, I think, so. But, like I said, I won't speak for Pat and them, you know, as far as their stuff, but. Be good to get kind of a different perspective from the safety side of things, you guys, some of you guys are feeling about stuff.
our home life at home.
On that note, if there's anything you guys need, you know, obviously like Obviously, this morning, right off the bat, it's like, hey, I need these parts, like, you guys got stuff that needs fixed, you guys got stuff that needs, you know, tags on your extinguisher, whatever it is, make sure you let us know. You know, you can text all of us if you have to all at the same time, just so we can all remember, so. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that we've talked about, or, you know, whatever we all forget, so.
Yes, we finally have no vice team. Okay.
On five, yeah. There's one. Switch out.
Nada más si no va a check today, I can bring it ready to fix it, use to no work no more. Got in line like that.
I was gonna say, I did pick up some other uses for you, so, but Joey has them, right? At
Yeah, I got it ready.
least that way, if it did blow, so.
Okay.
Yo, Caesar.
Hey, I know, Route 21, from my understanding, is gonna go to Texas. The windshield is cracking really in front of it. What's cracking? It's cracked in the middle and it went like this, and now the cranks are going there.
The operator window or the driver window?
The trainers. Yeah, trainer.
Yeah, let's just make sure when we're talking about the operator's guy.
Yeah, I think just.
Same with 19s, it's cracked all the way across.
Same thing with 12, 12 is good, big old.
It's got, like 8 chips in it.
Oh.
I think all the rigs are fucked.
They've done one, north is fucking, the window right there where it's like fucking.
About the operators, yeah,
Same thing with 24s, the one the side's cracked.
My meeting went too.
That's what I'm saying. I thought-
It's everything.
Oh, good, the company jumped up.
Well, I guess stuff like that, make sure you're, you know, well, and I'll take it down, but make sure you guys will let us know too, so we can get it.
That's rate violation.
So 12, 21, what else? 24, or 19, 22, 18. I don't know. That one is not that big a deal.
Yeah, I was fucking saying something.
22, 14, or 22, 12, 14 is good. Last time anybody ran a 14, we didn't have any. So.
Yeah.
It's cracked too.
I don't have a space.
How about pickups?
Everybody, well,
Everybody.
I'm good.
I think you got a little bit more to worry about on the pickups than windshields.
Yeah.
That gray one's transmission.
The white one I drove the other day.
No reason. Care about no windshield when the transmission drops and I'm fucked on the side of the road.
First gear.
Just.
That's like great on me.
That white one, see, that's the same fucking bad. And when you break in that white one. Like the death ball was in. Oh, it shook the, where like you put your sunglasses. It shook that whole thing out. It's so bad.
That's nothing new.
It's
been like that.
Not the one.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, it's,
Yeah, it's getting a while.
it's completely out, but that's what I'm saying, it shakes so bad.
Vegas speed. Be driving on All right, fair enough.
We got no shop.
So for the pickups, for the operators that. I guess we're responsible for how they look and shit. But whenever we go take them to the truck wash for cars. Can we charge actual time when it's especially when we get some home?
Sounds like 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the job technically, so yeah, it's just add time in there. Yeah. Has anybody had any issues here recently with the car wash at all? Going traffic through there? Everything's been good so far? Maybe those are.
Yeah.
Cause I know there for a while we were having issues, but. Oh, got a whole lot of things to make sure.
Me, when I ran my car, I needed brakes.
They wouldn't put it in their software. Anybody else got anything else to add?
Yeah, our safety guys,
I know it's worthless. He's worthless to some point, it's okay. Everybody knows it. You don't take.
it's got to repurchase them.
I'm sure.
What is, I know I was supposed to slip on that, but what's next week looking like? What was the job?
Trying to get work at the moment.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I should be getting some equipment in. Different songs, well, that's depending on what they want, we'll have to find some money. Figure it out. Yeah, that's all.
So it's kind of, we got something.
Stuff for sure.
Yes, but no,
All for.
yeah. Ops. It's not good.
Those are your
Bracket monitor.
Oh, that's very good. All right, anybody got anything else? Nope. Ready? Grab yourself a donut.
This one is the CC tender. It's up here. I actually remember. He also. Smile. Got it. He started to come. It's good. Well, this mom was like, picture of this out. But they got that on the.
We're not supposed to be the state correct on
Yeah.
Gates message.
Okay, if this is. Oh.